Hello and welcome to Fusion Pro Wrestling. I am the pretty boy Paul Slater alongside my colleague BK, and welcome to week 2 of the Fusion Pro Wrestling Championship Tournament, and we have tournament matches ready for you tonight, BK.
Oh, absolutely. Last week was the first week of the tournament. We had 4 great matches last week, 2 women's, 2 men's, and we're going to come up with the same thing today. And then next week, when we come up with the 4 matches, that's going to actually end round 1, and then we're going to be starting in round 2 in just.
And round 1's going to be, I mean, we still got to finish round 1. I mean, I don't know if it's going to top last week, but here we go. Let's get it started. Coming down the aisle from Colchester, England, standing at 4'11" and weighing 110 pounds, Becky. And her opponent from Boulder, Colorado, standing at 5'1" and weighing 115 pounds, Suplex. There we go. What an exciting matchup. I mean, we had the best women in all of SL Wrestling here in Fusion, BK. I mean, we've been dazzled and we've been left speechless at some of these matches these women have put on for us lately.
Oh, absolutely. The matches here have been top-notch, and they have just, every single week, they seem better and better and popping themselves, hitting those, you know, just those really nice high spots and just putting on hellacious matches for the fans.
You know, as referee Nicole's checking, I think I know why these UK fans are so bitter, PK.
Okay. Because
they got their asses handed to them in that Euro Cup by Italy. That's probably why. They're idiots. They lost. I think that's why. Yeah, I'm going to give them a break. Because they're losers. So I'm just going to give him a break.
All right, Nicole has checked both competitors, rang the bell, and we are underway.
Here we go. Face off in the center of the ring.
Right into a lockup. And Sue comes in from a lockup, goes into a wrist lock, goes into a nice arm drag takedown.
Which she calls the AOC's Brooklyn Mugger Surprise. Whatever the hell that means.
And now she's hitting the Nancy Pelosi's golf clap. Nice. You gotta love Sue and the originality of the names of her moves. Now she goes in for a wrist lock. Becky's countering with a wrist lock cartwheel escape. Backflip.
I'll tell you what, Becky's showing some athleticism there. Oh!
Very nice spinning back kick.
Like we said, I mean, you gotta worry about, Becky's physically how she's feeling. I'm starting to think of the same lines as you, PK. I mean, she's taking beating after beating, and
and Becky just got hit with a no mask. How about my feet? Right to the face, and that can be very dangerous for Becky, considering all the really big shots to her head she's been taking here lately.
Somebody better check what suplex with these names she's coming up, and I don't even know what that means. How about my feet?
Well, it was a drop kick. I mean, you've been in the ring once.
Undefeated.
Yes, I know. I know.
Don't make me start talking about that, BK.
Yes, I'm trying not to. Women circling each other, and Becky
offering a handshake there.
Handshake, which is, I know, something you can't stand.
Well, I mean...
Now they go back into a lockup. Sue Irish whips Becky into the ropes. Becky comes back and gets hit with the massage you to Rudy. Or message to Rudy, I'm sorry. Message to Rudy.
Yeah, BK went to that UK school of English.
Well, hey, I'd take the massage over the message anyway. Now Sue is stalking Becky. And she's tired of waiting. She picks her up. Oh, hard Irish whip into the corner. Becky looking a little fatigued already. Sue comes in and gets with a Mar-a-Lago ketchup omelet.
And then terms, so that means I needed a face, I guess.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Sue showing her athleticism, nipping up.
So far, Suplex has been full control here.
Absolutely. Becky's kind of wondering where that truck comes from that she's been hit by, asking where the license plate is. Sue's up on that top turnbuckle, comes up and hits her with an Air Force One.
Which is a drop kick from the top rope.
Now she goes in for the first pin. We got a 1, 2, and just got a 2 count out of it.
I think it's going to take a little bit more. No matter how physically impaired Becky could be, it's going to take a lot more than that to put Becky down.
It's funny, she hit that move, Air Force One, and I thought about the Nelly song, Air Force One.
I was thinking of the Harrison Ford movie, BK,
right.
So we were both thinking different things.
Oh! Becky gets picked up. I think Becky's had enough as she is hitting Sue with a barrage of kicks. Comes back and hits her with a super kick right in the chin.
Suplex is down. Yeah.
I don't think she was expecting Becky to hit her with that explosion because Becky, kind of a slow start for this match for her.
Well, I mean, as we've seen before in the past, I mean, Becky's one of them type of performers who, out of the snap of a finger, can change the whole momentum of the match.
And Becky just hit a split-legged moonsault, goes in for her own pin, and only gets a 2 out of it.
And Becky, looking down at that suplex, probably thinking, what more is it going to take? It's going to take a lot more, Becky. Answer my own question there.
And Becky whips Sue into the ropes, and Sue rebounds and hits her with the Malarkey Madness. Once again, Becky is down, looking up at the lights, but Sue's staying on her opponent like she should. Whips her in and catches her with what she calls the "fuck you, Tucker Carlson,"
which is a belly-to-belly suplex. So, no, I don't know how that correlates.
Actually, it was a spine buster.
Belly-to-belly, spine buster. I mean, different areas, different names.
No, two different moves. Wanker. You got to be in the ring and pretend and say that you're 1-0. You got to know your moves. And Sue had Becky over in the corner and come in. Looked like she was trying to hit her with what she calls the blue wave. Becky had it scouted and moved out of the way, and now here comes Becky. Hits with a high running knee and then comes in and follows up with some martial arts kicks.
And suplex is down. Becky's going to the other corner, coming running in. Oh, a Bronco Buster.
Ref telling him to get out of the corner, and Becky's pretty much obliging by dragging Sue out by her foot. Pulls her out just far enough for the ropes to go in for a pin. 1, 2.
Not enough.
Wow, for Becky to have started out slow on this one, she has definitely picked up the pace. Now she's got Sue up, got her front face lock, dragging her out to the middle of the ring. Very smart. And Sue counters with a "Where's Kimmy?"
And Becky's down again. Look at suplexes. Tell her to come on and bring it.
Once again, not waiting for her. Picks her up, throws her into the ropes. Catches her and hits her with the insurrection.
Uh-oh, referee Nicole's got to get in there and see if Becky wants to tap out.
Becky is shaking her head no, but she's clawing at the mat. Trying to figure a way to get over to the ropes.
I don't know. This could be it for Becky. Oh, is she tapping? She did. She tapped out. Becky tapped out to the insurrection.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Suplex.
Wow. I mean, maybe all that head trauma, BK, maybe that's, took its toll on Becky.
Yeah,
I mean, American athlete takes the W.
I really, truly, honestly wish Becky would go and have herself completely checked out and quit putting herself into matches. I don't want to see her get hurt.
And Becky offering a high five there to Suplex. And Suplex will advance to the second round of the women's tournament. So far, PK, 1-0.
That is absolutely correct, because don't forget, if you were not here last week, the way this works, and if you were not here when the announcement was made at Rock the Dragon, that even if your favorite wrestler does not advance to the next round, they actually have another tournament, Battle Royal, that you were talking about, a men's and a women's. They're also going to be crowning our very first men and women's A lot of exciting things going on today. A lot of exciting stuff going on in FPW nowadays.
Absolutely.
And looks like we're getting ready for our second match of this first round.
And here he comes, accompanied by the Trench Brothers. Standing at 6 foot, weighing 210 pounds from Dublin, Ireland, the last Irish outlaw, Gaza Winlow.
I get your eyes to pain. Party pop shots, just come with me tonight. I ain't self-related, I ain't snapping and popping either. I'm bobbing my head or I'm just standing there watching. I'm a hustler, I hustle. You can tell that I'm paid and I protect what I got. I'm in the house with my blade, nigga. You front, you gon' get it. Okay, now maybe I'm sitting, cause I want you to treat it. Yeah, I be on that shit. You should see when I'm starting, the flesh is supposed to be bumping. Push the hips and be rolling. You can tell that I'm howling. I'm just doing my thing. You know the goons, the gang. I got my crime and shady with me. You front, you'll have to get me off your ass. I beat a lawsuit and laugh. It's not a big deal. It's not this advance. Let's go. You know you're acting like you're down now. I tear the club up, fuck show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you're acting like you're down now. You know you're acting like you're down now. I tear the club up, fuck show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you're acting like you're down now.
Well, they got something to say, BK.
When don't they?
Fellas, there's something important to discuss here. You see, last week Fusion Pro Wrestling was the victim of a disaster. In this battle royale for the European Championship. Neon, please, I can't. Speak to the people, Neon.
It's okay, Pafo. It was a minor setback. And regardless, if and when you do win that belt, we will turn it into the Fusion Pro Wrestling Australian Championship. Mark my words. However, speaking of this tournament we've got going on, I get Bobby. What are you gonna do? Just come out and shout at me saying that that's not your person, that I don't know you or something? You have no idea what you're up against. Isn't that right, Benja? Benja, why don't you go ahead? Take the mic. It's yours.
Since we unfortunately can't get his tech list, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. Some of you may have seen today that Brian Bennett put out a little video about me, and all I could hear was that sounded like a lot of cock eating from Brian Bennett. So, you know, Brian, I'm going to let my brother try and talk one more time, since we may have his issues fixed. But after that, why don't you just come on out here, son, and let me kick the shit out of you.
Son,
There we go. Much better.
notice how people want to always try to mess with our base. You notice this? Just because these idiots out here don't like us, they think that they could try to silence us. That's not going to happen. Because you see, I'm the Big Shot Benja Nirvana. And I do things the way that we should do them. The Trench Brothers way. And I'm going to make sure of that from now on. Because I'm out here at ringside every time with my cigar. Our mission, guys, for those of you who don't know, our mission is to prove why we're just too good for this fucking business. And you all are just under us. Because boys, we are just too good.
Too good.
In fact, let's just prove it. Bitch boy Brian, get the fuck out here.
You know,
Get off your daddy's dick. Come on down here, boy.
I don't know if I'm the only one that caught that, but when Bozo up there was making that slurp,
Shut the fuck
sound,
up.
he sounded
This
like
is my
a
turn
real
to talk.
professional.
And here's a comment from Loudon, West Virginia, standing at 6'8", 240 pounds.
And you can stand there, right? Don't get out for that peasant. Come on, Leon, you can get out. You can back in here.
Why you have to put up with this jamboree is beyond me.
I ain't gonna touch your boy. Come on. Come on. Time is money. Or are you thinking about your daddy's dick again? Come on. I'm right here. Come on. Good corner, dude. Yeah. Come on. It's like, did somebody need to give him a compass? Pretty sure he can't find his way in. You're up here, boy. You got it.
I think I got this. You come in here, Ethan, my boom slam.
I don't see how you can sit there and say taking his time. Look at the odds. The numbers are stacked against him, and the match hadn't even started yet. They're in the ring.
Every week.
No,
The
okay.
Trench brothers are out here to support their brother, Basil Wimlow. They're not planning on getting involved in
Oh,
this match.
look at this. Look at this. Match hasn't even started, and Neon actually not blocked Brian.
He was wishing him good luck, and Brian's an idiot and tripped over him.
Oh my God, has Bozo taught you how to make that slurping sound? Because you are sucking some serious cock tonight.
Whoa.
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the bell hasn't really... I mean, we got underway, but Neon with the cheap shot, and Bozo takes advantage of it, and it's got Bennett down.
I didn't see no cheap shot. He was leaning in and said, hey, good luck, Brian. That idiot tripped.
Good looking. Yeah, okay, yeah.
We both know Bennett can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
Just like you can't talk and think at the same time, but we don't hold it against you.
So you admit that Bennett has that problem, walking and chewing gum.
No, you have a problem talking and speaking at the same time because obviously you don't know how to do it right.
And Basil Wimlow full control right now. He sees that second round already. Bennett don't have a chance.
Bennett's always got a chance. You can't count anybody out. I mean, earlier you know, we've seen upsets here before. This wouldn't really be an upset, but it's just the fact that, I hate to say his name correctly because we know he's a clown, but Baza does have a lot more experience, which is going to be in his favor.
Well, it would be upsetting to me if Bennett won this match. I was just going to put that
Oh,
out there.
boo-hoo, you snowflake. Shut it, wanker. And Baza is up there yelling at Bennett to tap. He's got him in the middle of the ring. Nicole's been asking him for several moments if he wants to give up, and Brian is not going to do that.
Bennett's not giving up either, which he should if he wants to avoid any further punishment.
Well, I've said the same thing about Becky, so we're going to say the same thing about Brian. He is not going to give up. He is a fighter. You got Bennett fans around here telling Brian not to give up, but he has been in that figure four for several moments, and I honestly don't see how he's doing this.
I mean, he's close to that rope. He can't reach the rope. I mean, at this point, I think referee Nicole should just call the match. I mean...
No, she can't. He actually got a last second burst of energy and is in the ropes. Nicole is calling for the break. She's counting. If the move is not broken by the count of 5, Boz is going to lose. But there, okay, he finally broke it at 3.
What are you trying to say? Boz is a cheater? Of course he was going to break. He's not. He's a professional athlete, not a cheater, BK.
He's professional something. Baza comes in and gets a standing senton on Bennett.
And Bennett had a rough start to this match here. He's already behind.
Well, yeah, he had a rough start because the odds were against
Was he
him.
tripped?
Neon took a cheap shot.
I didn't see it, so if I didn't see it, that didn't happen.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to get in that conversation. Is the reason why your eyes are closed, so. Bozo pulling Bennett to the middle of the ring, pulls him up and hits him with a foot DDT, further extending that knee.
I think Baza Winlow wants to punish Brian Bennett. He's got this match in the bag, BK. Now he's just going to punish Brian Bennett for just being Brian Bennett, an idiot.
Well, he's got him wrapped up in that figure four once again, and they are in the center of the ring, and Bennett has nowhere to go. Nicole's over asking him if he's going to give up. Brian's fighting it. Brian actually reverses it.
Oh, and it broke out quick there from Baza Winlow. Broke out of that figure four reversal.
That's because after the reverse, even though the pressure's not taken completely off the one receiving it, it does actually alleviate it, and you can actually turn some of that tension back. And Baza wasn't expecting that, and I think he got a little lax, and that's why Brian was able to reverse it. Now Boz is up, uses the ropes for momentum, and comes flying back at Bennett. And Bennett hits him with a double axe chop, basically. Looked like he was trying to chop a tree down.
Oh, he's going for the pin.
Did she even get a one out of that?
It looked like just a one count.
Wow, that was some fast movement there. Nicole was right on top of it, but I didn't know if Bennett was able to keep the shoulders down.
And Bennett standing over Baza Winlow, thinking what his next move's going to be.
And Bennett's in control of this match right now, which I know you're surprised about considering how the match started. Now Bennett's got Bozo picked up.
If you don't behave, I'm gonna have to bonk you with my trident.
Bennett looks a little bit winded from that attack that he had to suffer earlier, so he's moving a little slow now, trying to shake the cobwebs out. But he ends up putting Bozo into the corner.
And Bennett, I mean, it seems like he's taking his time here. I mean, he shouldn't be taking his time. This is what I'm talking about with Bennett. You know,
He just got done getting 2 figure fours. Look at him. He's up there. Look at him. He's trying to circulate, trying to get the leg moving, and trying to get to where it's cooperating because he doesn't want to go charging across there and the leg give out on him.
well, I mean, if he just spit his gum out, he'd be able to run. Because he can't walk and chew gum, BK. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay. He can't walk and chew gum. I got you.
He can barely spell his name.
The only reason you can spell your name is because it's on the back of that jersey that DHA signed for you.
No, that's actually DHA's name on the back of the jersey. That's so much you know.
No, he says to my boy Paul. Bennett's over in the corner right now and climbed up and is hitting the 10 punches. And Nicole's telling him to get out of the corner, and he actually gets down before she even starts her count. So see, Brian's abiding by the rules.
And Bennett moves back to the other corner. There he goes. Oh, comes in quick.
Oh, hits him with a very hard corner splash. Backs up. Looks like he might be setting him up for the same thing again.
And Baza looks like he's hurt, holding his midsection there. Right around his abdomen area. Here comes Bennett again. Oh, Baza moves out of the way. And the big splash misses, and Brian Bennett hits head first into the turnbuckle.
And laid him out completely. Brian has no clue where he is right now. Bozo's taking advantage of the time to catch his breath. Yep, absolutely right there, Cakes. Looks like Bozo's stalking him, waiting on Bennett to get up.
It looks like he's setting him up for something here, BK.
The stick. But he's so
And Bennett gets up, kind of falls back into the corner a little bit.
And Bennett's in there on the corner. Here comes Baza.
And Baza just comes rushing in and just starts butthole stomping Bennett. Nicole, our rep, was telling him to get out of the corner. She started the count. Baza breaks it, but he runs back to the other side, setting him up again. Oh, and he catches him with a stiff elbow to the face.
And Baza holding that leg, moving him out to the middle of the ring.
Bozo's kind of got a smirk on his face. He's gained control of the match. I wonder if he's sensing that it could be over very soon. He drags Bennett back out to the center of the ring. This is a very smart move. Oh, and he catches him with the double standing foot stomp.
And he's been working on that right leg on Bennett the whole match, BK.
Absolutely. Goes in for a pin. 1, 2, and no. Bennett was able to muster enough strength to get the shoulder off of that before that fatal 3 count comes down and find himself out of this tournament. Bozo picking him back up, doing the right thing, staying on his opponent, not giving him a chance to catch his breath or collect his thoughts. Oh, kick to the gut. Bozo comes off, tries to come up. I don't know what he was doing, but he kind of hesitated, and he ended up getting a modified spine buster from Bennett. And now we got Baza laying on the mat looking up at the lights, and Brian is trying to get his thoughts about it and continue this match and get the win.
Well, Bennett needs to get on that and make that pin. But Bennett's holding that right leg, and Baza worked on that this whole match, so he might be a little hurt too, BK.
And that was the leg that actually got started when Neon took that cheap shot before the bell rang.
Oh, there you go again, making things up.
I tell you what, go back and watch the video.
You better stop that, puffy thing before you do the shows, BK. You're starting to see things.
I have to do the puffy. It's the only way I can deal with you. And anyway, Bozo's got Bennett picked up. And Bennett actually rolls out of the way and catches him with a tornado DDT. Goes in for a pin. 1, 2, and no.
Oh, that was a 2.9, and Baza just at the last possible millisecond put his left shoulder up, BK.
Absolutely did. I honestly thought that Brian had gotten the win on that one. And Bennett's feeling that rush of adrenaline. He's catching his second wind. Up on his feet really quickly.
Oh, this match that match was within a millisecond, BK. That match was over, and Brian Bennett would have upset Baza right here and moved on to the second round. Thank God. Baza lifted his shoulder up.
Absolutely he would have. And like I said, that's why these matches go on. That's why we can't sit here and actually call what we're going to call. Because we don't know what's going to happen, and from minute to minute, second to second, because that's how fast-paced this actually can be. And right now, Bennett is staying on top of Baza, pulling him over to the ropes for some reason. I don't know if Bennett's got some kind of plan, or if that was an accident where he kind of stumbled and used Baza to keep himself upright.
And both of these guys are taking it to the limit here. Neither of them. Bennett taking a beating this whole match, and he still hasn't given up. I'm quite surprised, BK.
And here we go, and Bennett's laying into Bozo right now. That was 2 very hard shots right to the forehead.
Oh, Baza's down on the mat.
Caught him with that dusty elbow.
Target acquired.
Bennett needs to get for that pin and try to get this match over. It looks like he's going for that leg.
I agree with you. He probably should have went for a pin. I don't know. I can't. Honestly, I don't know what he's thinking on this one. Oh, it looks like he's trying to give Bozo
it's got him in
his own medicine.
He's got him in the figure four, BK. Now referee Nicole's down asking Baza if he wants to give up.
Everybody's yelling for him to tap out, but Bozo's very tough, but he's not going to do it.
Yeah, he needs to hang on there, Baza. He needs to get to that rope, BK, to break this hold.
Oh, and he reverses it. Did the same thing that Bennett did earlier to him. Both men are down right now, holding their legs. It's going to be very tough to finish this match if you can't walk.
Well, neither of them might not be able to walk into this match, BK.
That could be true. And Nicole's given a little bit of leniency, knowing the fact of what's at stake right here. And she just now started her count. She gave him an extra few seconds, knowing what was at stake. Because I'm sure she doesn't want to call a double DQ in a tournament like this, or a draw. And Bennett's slowly getting to his feet, and he's back up first. We could be looking at the beginning of the end if Brian can stay on Baza.
And Brian's still not going for that pin, which is, I mean, he should. He had Baza right where he wanted.
And Bennett's fans are calling him for to finish it.
No, his fans. He's hillbilly fans.
Uh-oh, Bennett's got him set up. Oh, he went for a choke slam and got hit with the super kick instead. What a counter.
Come on, Baza, finish this up.
Bennett's still down on one knee, but gets caught with the hidden blade from behind.
That's got to do it. Bennett's out. Bennett's out cold right now.
Bennett is not moving. We got a pin.
Come on, ref. One, 2, and 3. All right, your winner by pinfall, Baza Winlow. And he will move on to the second round of the heavyweight tournament in the men's division, BK, for that coveted Fusion Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Well, I have to be honest. Every match is a hard-fought match in this one, and whoever wins definitely wanted it more that day. So I might not like his attitude, and I might not like him, but you have to give him congratulations for a job well done.
What a match.
I say I run it, cause I'm in control. Hypnotic Hennessy, a couple shots of Patron. I had you feeling nice, I get your eyes okay. Party poppers, all the shit coming with me tonight. I ain't self-deleted, I ain't snapping and popping either. I'm bobbing my head or I'm just standing there watching. I'm a hustler, I hustle, you can tell that I'm paid and I protect what I got. I'm in the house with my blade, nigga, you front, you gon' get it. Okay, now maybe I'm sitting, cause I want you to trip. Yeah, I be on that shit. You should see when I'm stunting, I flash the stones to be button. Push the whip, see me rolling, you can tell that I'm howling. I'm just doing my thing, you know the units, the gang. I got my client, you shady with me, you front.
Trying to come and get straight Bennett's carcass out of the ring.
It's not a big deal, it's nothing but some bitch. You know you acting like you down now. I tell the club up, fuck show. This flow is gon' bring no dough. You know what you acting like you down now. You know you acting like you down now. I tell the club up, fuck show. This flow is gon' bring no dough. You know what you acting like you down now. Got together to do this music and
All right, now before I do this this partner segment, I have to tell. I saw Alex say something earlier about wanting a shirt from Benja. Alex, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're never gonna get a shirt from him because he used those things as gifts while he's at the all-you-can-eat buffet at the Golden Corral.
Buy my shirt instead.
Yeah, buy a shirt so they got a place to wipe their butt. I got you. Anyway, we would just like to take a quick moment to thank each and every single one of you in the crowd for showing up. You are the reasons why we put on these shows, so thank you very, very much because you all make it exciting and make it a lot of fun. We'd also like to thank our partners who helped us with starting up and helping us along our journey. WPWF, catch their shows every Saturday at 6 p.m. SLT. OEW, catch their shows every Sunday at 10 a.m. SLT. BCW, catch their shows every Monday at 3 p.m. SLT. Smart Tees, our official supplier of merchandise for FPW. Catch the merch in the arena and more at the Smart Tees store outside the arena. NMA Wrestling Gear by our very own Natalie Sonnen, and here it is mesh design by Maddie.
And we're getting ready for our third match. Back to the women's division, BK. We're going to see Allison Danes and Candy Perez next. And here we go, coming down the aisle. From Lisbon, Portugal. Standing at 5'6", weighing 163 pounds. Allison Danes. And her opponent from Brooklyn, New York, standing at 5'4" and weighing 125 pounds, Candy Perez.
I taste just like candy. Candy. I taste just like candy. So dance with me.
Yo, now let me paint y'all a picture. Fox pimp hard, just quiet like a whisper. Don't get it mixed up. Bad little sister, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Damn, I'm so hood. You should see me in them jeans. It's hard to describe, and being cocky's just a part of my vibe. I might stop the holler and pop my collar. Maybe a little conceited, but that's always needed. Love attention when I'm passing by. See, I show a little cleavage and it catches eye. Just the thought of a meeting, I was outside soaking. Duke standing looking, mouth wide open. I walked over, licking my lips and adjusting my and switching my hip. He threw his hand on my waist, looked in my face, and said he wanna know how I taste.
I taste just like candy. So dance with me. I taste just like candy. So dance with me. I taste just like candy. So dance with me. I taste just like candy. So dance with me.
Look at Allison there dancing.
Imagine me nude, stretched
Ooh,
out.
she ain't got a worry in the world.
Over the news if this gets out.
Well,
So
maybe that's just something she wants to do to relax and, try to get her mind into the game and don't get too stressed out and forget what her game plan is.
Taste my nana in the rain or put in your car or the back of the plane. It's all out, bent over the sink with my panties in your mouth. And my dark skin complexion steps in. Won't take no questions to get him. And the thought of Fox give him an erection. To get real stiff at the sight of my and we can role play. You be the pilot, I'll be the stewardess. Boy, I ain't
Candy Perez here
lay on my stomach or throw my legs back.
in the ring, getting ready to face Allison Danes for our first round matchup for our women's heavyweight title.
Me, I taste just like candy. So dance.
Referee Nicole coming in, checking both competitors.
Absolutely. Now, this is going to be a very interesting matchup because Candy is a veteran, but we haven't seen a lot of her. And Allison is, like we talked about earlier, she's coming off that very odd relationship that she was having with Banshee, and not quite sure what her state of mind is right now.
You know, when you've seen her, this is, you know, let's call a spade, BK. She was possessed by the Banshee.
Yeah, this is true. She was. But we still don't know if there's any, you know, any lingering effects from that.
Well, unless I didn't see no priest backstage, so performing any exorcism, so that might be.
Very true. Very, very true. Anyway, Nicole has cleared both women and has rang the bell, and we are underway with our second women's first round match of the evening. And Allison pretty much told Candy, let's do this, and both women, they're meeting in the middle of the ring right now.
There's start out the lockup here. Allison Danes, I mean, we've seen a lot of Allison Danes in the ring. Allison Danes is quick, agile, and very, very athletic, so this should be one hell of a matchup.
Absolutely, and Allison goes in for the wrist lock and then turns the wrist lock into a hammer lock and then very smoothly transitions to a side headlock.
Well, start off a little scientific here, a little, some, you know, basic wrestling holds Allison's doing. And there goes Katie Perez with the reversal there into an arm lock.
And Allison up there kind of grinning a little bit, saying, because she asked Candy if that's all she could do, and now she's saying, oh, I'm sorry, I was joking. Candy catches her with a nice chin lock and snapmares over, and they got her in the reverse chin lock.
We're trading back and forth wrestling moves here. Katie Perez, the upper hand as of now.
Oh, and Allison caught Candy with a very nice back spinning kick to the gut, and then catches her with a wheelhouse kick, and then catches her with a great neck breaker coming off with the momentum from the ropes.
And that's what we're talking about with Allison Danes. I mean, she has a flurry of moves that she can hit at any time.
And ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder, please, please, please stay on your side of the barrier. We know accidents happen when you tee in, and we do know lag happens, but it will give you just a few moments to get on the other side, and if not, we're going to have our snipers who, no disrespect, just trying to make everything safe for everybody.
Yeah, and don't come over to the comms table asking for autographs, because I won't sign for any of you idiots.
That's because we don't have any crayons out here for you to write with.
Yeah, joke's on you, I use markers.
And Candy catches Allison with a nice standing senton. Oh, you use magic markers because you eat the crayons, right?
No comment.
Go in for a pinfall.
I mean, why would they call it red cherry?
Only ended up with a 1 count on that one. Why would they call red cherry? Maybe because it's the color of a cherry?
Well, you know, you can make that mistake sometimes, thinking it's like cherry candy.
I bet you're the life of the party. I bet you like mixing your pixel sticks and your Kool-Aid together and snorting them, right?
Pixel sticks. First of all,
yeah, you have little sticks with the sugar candy and stuff.
look at my body, BK. Does it look like I have any ounces of sugar in me? A perfect specimen right here.
Perfect specimen. And Candy throws Allison into the corner and then follows her in. Well, that's a good thing I don't carry a 6-pack. I have an 8-pack.
And Katie Perez with that flurry, it kicks in the corner, and that Irish whips Allison Danes into the other end.
And that takes a lot of strength to whip somebody that far across the ring and have that kind of impact. Candy is, I mean, in all honesty, Candy is a powerhouse.
Candy looks like she's setting something up. Oh, look at this!
She comes in with the double fudge handspring.
Beautiful move. Hits Allison Danes. Moving her out into the middle of the ring.
turns around and pulls her out. Yeah, exactly. Pulled her out and hit the front guillotine. And now she's going for what she's calling the double suplex, or
The two amigos.
she goes in for the two amigos and transitions into a nice fisherman neck breaker.
Into a pin. 1, 2.
And
Close
oh.
there.
Once again, that adrenaline.
Allison and Candy Perez has been very impressive thus far in the ring.
Well, I told you, Candy has been in the game for a while. It's not like this is her first time being in the ring. And Allison is telling her, "Okay, I get it, you're strong," and now she's actually going to try to match strength.
That might be a big mistake on Allison Dames' part.
Well, it looks like she's trying to stand with her and going, club and blow for club and blow, and that's just a mistake. But Allison catches Candy coming in with momentum, and looked like Candy may have been going for some type of clothesline or something, and got countered with a sunset flip, and we ended up with just a 1 count. Now Allison tried to catch Candy off guard with another clothesline, and Candy ducks under it and rolls through. And it looks like Candy had a little bit of a mishap. It looked like she stumbled a little bit, and her rebound move wasn't working. Oh, she was playing possum and caught Allison off guard.
What a smart maneuver there by Candy Perez.
Oh, absolutely.
She's going outside the ring.
Looks like she might have caught Allison what looked like a European uppercut.
She's standing on that apron. What's she doing here? Oh!
And she's balancing on that top rope. Talk about
Look at that
agility.
balance, BK. Wow!
Look at the agility. Allison, not sure where she's at, turns around. Candy tries to come in with the diving crossbody, and Allison ducked and actually rolled under it.
And Candy Perez landed flat on her face there.
Yeah, that is, belly flopping in the pool is bad enough. Imagine belly flopping on the
Oh!
mat.
The rolling thunder by Allison Dames.
Imagine doing a belly flop on the mat. And now Allison has actually taken the time to taunt Candy a little bit, telling Candy, "Show me that fire."
I don't even know what it's like to lay on my back on the mat, BK, because as you know, I'm undefeated.
And it looks like Allison punted Candy. Allison goes
There
in
it goes.
for 1, 2,
and
just
she
a
kicked
2
out.
count. I don't know how she did that. It looked like Allison tried to kick a field goal.
It doesn't look like that possession made Allison Dames any different, BK. She looks as fresh as ever.
Yeah, Allison looked like she got a little upset there. Hey, you know what a field goal is over here? The NFL plays 1 game a year in the UK.
No kick field goals. Yeah, you kick soccer balls. Shut your mouth.
And Candy's back off into the corner, and Allison tried to charge in, and Candy drops down and catches her with the toe hold, and Allison ended up eating that second turnbuckle.
Uh-oh. Here comes Candy Perez. Oh, and hits her with a triple Hershey chocolate kick.
Wow.
The THC kick, BK.
Oh, I like this. I like the name of that kick. I like the name of that kick, the THC. I think I think that is my favorite move out of all.
There goes for the pin. 1, 2, and oh, wow. A kick out the last. I mean, we're seeing these kick outs, BK, at the last.
Apparently, Allison kicked out of the THC. It wasn't potent enough. It wasn't medical grade.
Of course you would, condone that type of behavior, BK.
Hey, this is what it is. No lead line about it. I am what I am. Candy actually hits Allison with a clubbing heavy forearm. I don't think Allison's going to be asking Candy to bring it anymore.
And Allison Danes looks like she's hurt her back. And here comes Katie Perez setting her up here. Look like for a surfboard move.
If she gets this rocked in, she's going to set her up for a very excruciating bow and arrow.
There it is.
There it is. It's the bow and arrow. And Allison is helpless. She is in the middle of the ring, suspended right now.
Referee Nicole's asking Allison if she wants to submit. Allison Danes is shaking her head no. But I don't know how much she can sustain being in a maneuver like this, BK. I don't know how much. Oh, and then she breaks the hold. Katie Perez.
I don't know if she broke the hold or Candy lost her grip, but it looked like where Candy had her feet up underneath the knees. Looked like she lost her grip and her foot slipped, and that's how Allison was able to row through.
Well, Katie Perez looks a little frustrated. She looks like she's in that corner right now, waiting on Allison Danes to get up. Oh, she hits the splash of color, but Allison Danes moved out of the way, and Katie Perez hits flat in the face again.
Once again, and she gets caught with the sit flip face buster. But once again, like you said, Candy does a belly flop on the mat. And it's like I said, if you've ever done a belly flop in the pool, just imagine what it's like to hit in something that doesn't give.
And Allison Danes in the top rope here. Looks like she's waiting for Candy Perez to get back on her feet. Candy Perez getting up. She looks like she's frustrated. Turn around. Oh!
Allison tried to catch with a flying clothesline, and Candy actually ducked under it. Allison rolled through and got back to her feet quick, and both women turned. Oh, and Candy gets caught in the face with a drop kick.
Let's go for the pin.
Being folded in half.
One, two, and oh! God.
Oh, Candy is not ready to give it up yet.
So close. It's total back and forth action here.
And somehow or another, Candy ends up getting to her feet, but Allison goes over to her and catches her with with the bestest hug, and then hits her with the belly-to-belly suplex. Wait, did she just motorboat her?
I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, of course you don't see it. Allison goes in for the pin.
I mean, I've been in the middle of a few motorboats, if you know what I mean, BK, and I didn't hear the noise that's supposed to be made.
Right now, Allison's trying to figure out what can she do to keep Candy down, because Candy has just been fighting, and no matter what Allison does, Candy keeps getting up. Oh, both competitors look like they had the same idea. It looked like they were both going in for some type of clothesline. Caught each other. Both women are down right now.
Looks like referee Nicole's going to have no choice but to start counting the 10 count.
Well, she started it.
And Allison is angry. It looks like she's slamming the mat over there.
She is, and both women, I mean, they got to the count of 10 to get up. I mean, you know, basically the count of 9. If you wait till 10, you're done. And they might be trying to catch their breath right now, but I think that the first person gets back to their feet might actually end up winning this one. Oh.
They're both moving.
Looks like they're both getting up. We're at 5.
6.
And both women are on their feet at the same time, and Allison stumbles back, and the only thing that's holding her up right now is the ropes. And Candy is taunting Allison to come closer.
And Allison's coming closer, it looks like.
Oh, a nice European uppercut catches Allison. And Allison responds with her own.
Oh, now this is going to be a little slugfest in the middle of the ring here. What you could do, I could do better, it looks like, BK.
Oh! And Candy catches Allison with the roundhouse kick to the chest. Make that 2. Allison reeling a little bit. And Candy tried to come up with momentum from the ropes and got caught with a beautiful discus punch.
And Candy Perez is down on the canvas. Allison Day should go for the pin here because it doesn't look like Candy Perez is moving. Where she comes up now. And
Allison was letting Candy get back to her feet for whatever reason. And Allison took a step and went to her knees. I wonder if somehow she got hurt.
I don't know what's going on, BK.
I wonder if she took a step and her knee gave out on her.
Or she's just trying to catch her breath.
I mean, yeah. I mean, these two have been giving it their all since the bell rang.
Oh, and Allison Danes with that gut kick.
Oh, she's got her set up. She's got her hit. She hit her with the bomb.
Oh! The A-bomb, BK.
And
There's the pin.
Andy is not moving.
One, two, and three.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, Allison Danes.
And Allison Danes will advance to the second round of the women's tournament. And Candy Perez is going to have to try her luck in the battle royal for the European women's title. Both women still in the ring here.
Yeah, I've said it before, this is FPW. Not going to know what's going on until they're actually shaking hands. Okay.
Both competitors showing their sportsmanship.
Which you can't stand.
Wow. Should be happy about losing, BK. That's my opinion.
Should be happy about it? Nobody's ever happy when they lose.
You shouldn't be happy about losing. So I'm not shaking anybody's hand.
Oh.
Well, getting ready for our main event. And don't forget, next week the tournament continues, and we're going to have 4 tournament matches next week, BK.
Absolutely, and if you'll draw attention to the Titantron.
Joanne Steele will take on Madeline Netta next week.
Absolutely.
And we also had Natalie Soden taking on Brooke Owens. Bobby Henderson will be taking on one of the Trench Brothers, BK, Neon Shadow.
Yeah,
and
we're also going to have a debut next week. And what a hell of a way to debut. We're going to have a rookie. Well, I don't know if he's a rookie, but we're going to have a new face coming in here next week by the name of Sean Carbetta, and he's actually going to be taking on Nick Sin.
Wow, what a debut that'll be for you going against Nick Sin.
That's not going to be
easy at all.
That is not going to be easy. So I'm very anxious, very curious to see how Sean's going to hold up in his very first match ever here at FPW.
And hopefully Marionetta next week can end Joanne Steele for good, hopefully.
Oh my God. Why don't you, the way that you make fun of Joanne and the way that you pick on him.
Oh, I'm not making fun. I'm dead serious.
But when you pick on her and everything you say, it reminds me of being a little kid at the, in the sandbox. It's like, oh, the girl that I like is the one that I'm going to pull her hair.
No, you're absolutely wrong about that. And let's get started. Our main event tonight, coming down the aisle from Las Vegas, Nevada, standing at 6'4", weighing 237 pounds, Cain Navarro.
Captain America, are you off to fight the bad guys? Hey, mighty Superman, can you save us from ourselves? Hey, Mr. Universe, can you lift us up above this? 'Cause I'm just Iron Man, I'm a ghost within a shell. Take a look around, just look around. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Why did they never mention what's real and in between? It seems the path we're on was paved with blood and sorrow. No thought about tomorrow, just part of the machine, or so it seems.
And his opponent from Coney Island, New York, standing at 6'3", weighing 234 pounds. Lights out, Lux Tesla.
The next and last stop is Coney Island.
And here we go for our main event of the evening.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a test for Mighty Mouth Cain Navarro over there, because he hasn't been in the game that long, but to brawl round one against somebody like Lux Tesla, I do not envy whatsoever.
That's what I said, BK. I mean, Lux Tesla fans love him. He's has one hell of a momentum streak going on here at Fusion. I mean, he's going to be tough to beat in this tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, to be perfectly honest, with his record and the way he does things, he should very clearly be the odds-on favorite. But you never know what could happen. I mean, Cain could actually, surprise us.
But
And pull out a win tonight.
Can you imagine if Cain wins, BK? You imagine he'll never stop talking. You aren't going to need earplugs.
Oh, he'll be in the same category as you.
I mean, he'll never be in the same category as me. I'm just saying.
You've been talking in your sleep. I heard your ex-wife talking.
Well.
Anyway,
that's
the
it.
guys are in the middle of the ring right now, circling each other after a couple of shoves.
Let's go.
Hey, circled around. And Cain, Cain has a lot of confidence in himself. You should ask Lux Tesla to see what you got, like he hasn't been watching the last few weeks. Oh, Cain with an arm drag.
Cain looks like he's kind of flexing a little bit, like he thinks he's won the match with one arm drag. I don't think Lux is going to take too kindly to that.
Yeah, locked up in the center of the ring here.
And Lux takes control with a nice side headlock. Takes him over.
Like I said, the last time these two are no strangers. I mean, they met a few weeks ago, over a month ago, and like I said, when Lux Tesla was in the hospital, courtesy of Skillix, and he came right from the hospital bed to the ring, became nothing but a hospital gown.
I think I was gone that week, but I did see the video, so I do know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm glad he has pants on this week.
And right now, both men are in the center of the ring. Neither one of them actually able to get leverage over the other one. They've just kind of been doing almost like a Mexican standoff.
Well, I mean,
Now Kane's got control, and he goes with an overhead arm breaker. Trying to work that shoulder. Oh, goes in with a very nice snap suplex and catches him with a surfboard strip. Stretch. Not strip, stretch. And Kane's actually telling Lux to give up on the surfboard stretch.
Yeah, well, like you said, he hasn't been in the business long, BK.
And now Lux catches him with a desecrator DDT. And Kane doesn't know where he's at. Irish whip into the corner. Yeah, but see, that's why I call Kane Mighty Mouth, because he's more worried about what he has to say as opposed to, you know, his thing is words are louder than action.
Yeah, wow.
And right now, Kane is on Groggy Street after catching a Enziguri from Lux in the corner.
And Lux on the top rope here. Comes down. Oh!
Nice flying bulldog. Got Kane. 1, 2.
Whoa! Well, that would have been a quick night of work there, BK.
Absolutely. Lux could have gone out and grabbed him a beer. Right now, he's got Kane picked up. Oh, catches him with an inverted atomic drop.
The Irish whip.
Kane tries to counter with the clothesline, and Lux ducked under it, and it comes in.
Oh! He went through the ring.
He come in, and Kane sidestepped him and kicked one leg out from under him and sent him flying.
I mean, it looks like he did some serious damage to his knee there, BK. He's holding that knee.
He went flying to the outside. He may have actually twisted his knee. And if that's the case, there could be some serious damage going on. And Kane is taking advantage by going out. Oh! He tried to come out and catch with a over-the-top rope Hurricanrana, and somehow or another, Lux caught him with a powerbomb.
Yeah, but it looks like he hurt himself even more. I mean, Lux he's in a one-legged man and ass kicking contest now, BK.
Well, like I said, when he went flying out earlier, he had nothing to catch, and I think he landed awkwardly, and he could have actually ended up sitting on his knee the wrong way.
I mean, now if Kane Navarro's smart, I mean, he's going to capitalize on that.
And it looks like no matter what no matter what Lux is doing, he's not able to put a whole lot of weight on that. He didn't even get a full-strength Irish whip to put Kane back into the ring. We might see an upset here tonight if he can't put weight on that knee. And he tried to come in, he tried to stand and went right back down to one knee.
Hey, he can't put any weight on that knee, BK. I mean, Kane Navarro should stop wasting time now and just get to work on that knee. I mean, I could get him to the second round, BK. I mean...
Well, right now, that knee being injured like that should be blood in the water to Kane. He should be in a shark feeding frenzy right now. He is going after that. He's doing the right thing. He's going after the injured knee and even caught it with a chop block. And Kane is doing the right thing. He has targeted that knee, and Lux is in some serious pain. You can just see it on his face. Was back-to-back driving that injured knee into the mat, and that mat is unforgiving.
And I like what Kane Navarro's doing. I like what he's doing. He's showing no mercy here. Absolutely zero mercy here on Lux Tesla. Just go right after that injured knee.
Well, I actually have to agree on this. He is doing the right thing. He's not giving his opponent a chance to get up because he knows what's on the line, and he's out here, and he's looking, I mean, he's wrestling like a man possessed, like he's got everything to lose. You know, he's got everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Oh, there's a repeated kicks to that hamstring now. And Lux Tesla's in pain.
And now he's going in for a continuing spinning toe hold, stretching that knee, trying to hyperextend it.
Oh, that goes into a figure four leg lock now. This could be it, BK. I don't know if Lux Tesla's going to be able to hold on with the pain he's in.
Well, absolutely.
Lux screaming out no. After asking if he wants to submit. I mean, if referee Nicole sees that Lux Tesla is in too much pain, she could actually call this match, BK. Out of the safety for Lux Tesla.
And Kane is pretty much telling Lux to give up, but, you know, we saw it before. Becky didn't give up. we saw that, you know, nobody else has given up so far. We've seen the figure 4 used tonight. It's like everybody's got the same game plan. Take your opponent's legs out.
Well, look at the stakes, BK. Look at the stakes. We have high stakes now. Okay,
Absolutely.
this isn't these two guys having a difference of opinion. This is for the Fusion Wrestling title.
Absolutely, and that's why they're coming out here and they're just throwing caution to the wind and going all out. Kane, you know, knows that if he comes in here and if he can upset somebody like Lux, that is going to send him a long way because that's going to make people stand up and take notice.
And you're right, and Kane Navarro can absolutely make a name for himself with winning at beating a guy like Lux Tesla.
And right now, Kane is in control. Kane going up to that high risk, high reward area. Comes off with a moonsault and
connects.
Got him down for a quick 1, 2, and
Wait, did Kane Navarro, did he break that pin or did Lux Tesla kick out?
No, Lux actually kicked out. I don't even know if you would call it a kick out because he doesn't have full strength, but what he did was actually twisted his hips and let it take his shoulder up just enough to stop the count.
And you say every week, BK, that's muscle memory coming into play.
Absolutely. Sometimes you don't know what's going on in there. You just do it. You just react without thinking. Oh, it looked like Lux tried to shove Kane away, and Kane countered and went straight down with the knee to the knee, and now he's in for the pin. 1, 2. And Kane has got his target set on that knee, and he is not letting up. He is merciless tonight. This is a side of Kane we haven't seen yet.
Right, I was just going to say that. This is a definitely more aggressive side of Kane Navarro. I mean, we've seen what he did a few weeks ago, and we've seen the tag team match with Basil Whitlow and the Trench Brothers, but I mean, this is a totally different, vicious side of Kane Navarro.
Kane catches Lux with some nice gut punches and tried to come in, and Lux caught him.
He hit him with the Brooklyn Flyer.
And goes in for the pin, and only got a 2 count out of it. Well, I mean, Kane's probably got it in his mind that if he can beat Lux Tesla, he can beat anybody in this tournament. And Kane still being, what we would consider a rookie because he hasn't been in the game for a year yet. For him to come in and do something like this, talk about not only making a name for himself, his stock in the company would go sky high.
Well, I mean, talking to Kane Navarro, he already thinks his stock in his company sky high, BK. I mean, he told me personally backstage today that he is going to win this tournament.
And Lux is actually taking it to Kane and hits him with a flurry of strikes. He set him up.
I don't think he can hold the weight, BK.
He was unable to, and Kane actually shifted his weight to put more weight on that injured knee. Lux had to drop him, and now Kane is down, hits him with the ground and pound, and he is. Tell you what, Kane has got his sights set on a mission, and that is coming out on top in this tournament.
And Lux Tesla is in serious pain. He couldn't even hold the weight of Kane Navarro. It looks like he rolls him up. He's got an inside cradle. 1, 2, and 3. And Lux Tesla out of nowhere with that inside cradle for the victory.
And the most devastating move in professional wrestling, the surprise inside cradle, wins it for Lux.
So Kane Navarro is shocked, BK. He is absolutely shocked.
Kane is beside himself right now.
Hey, that's what gets you, like you said, experience. Experience matters, BK. And that's something that Kane Navarro eventually will pick up as his time continues in the wrestling world.
Well, the thing about it is, though, is that even though he didn't advance, he is still going to be put in that battle royal. And yes, it is a different atmosphere, but now he's going to be driven forward to at least come out of this as a champion. Kane is not happy, but, I mean, it was a clean victory.
And Lux Tesla advanced to the second round of the World Title Tournament for Fusion Wrestling. And Kane Navarro is definitely beside himself, yelling things at the fans.
Oh, Mighty Mouse will be all right. Just need to go back and get his pacifier and his butt hurt. Yeah, he'll be all right.
There's Lux Tesla still, favoring that right move. He's going to have to get that checked out backstage from our doctors there. Hopefully we can continue, BK. I mean, we don't know the extreme of the extremity of the injury.
Well, the good thing about it is, though, is that he does not have to wrestle for the next couple of weeks. He's advanced to round 2, so he's actually going to have an opportunity to recover and get that knee healed up so that when his next match comes up, he will be ready.
What a show! What a night of action! Continuing our tournament, none of these matches, BK, are a disappointment. All competitors tonight try to bring it all left it all in the ring tonight, BK.
I absolutely 100% agree, and I'm just looking forward to the weeks coming up and finding out. I'm ready to find out who our first men and women's champion is going to be. But I'm also, even for the ones who don't advance, I'm ready for everything because I want to see the battle royal. I want to see the tournament go on. It's going to be awesome. So you guys, please make sure you keep up.
Well, hold on, BK. You heard what Baza said. Once one of the Trench brothers, where Josh Papa, my man Josh Papa, wins the belt, it's going to be the Australian title. Okay.
Good night.
Take it easy, you idiots. Kimberly sucked. How about that? And it's not your is Y-O-U''RE. Okay? If you're going to insult me right.